Hello, it's January 28th, 2026. Um, Today was pretty good. Started off waking up from my dream. My dream was a little weird today. In my dream, I was getting a tattoo with Caden and Eric, which we've been planning on for a couple months now for when we go to field camp. But in my dream, I finally decided to get the tattoo of the number five on my thigh. Um, the only reason I would get it is because it's my favorite NFL player of all time, Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy Bridgewater, he had multiple serious injuries throughout his career, but he always kept pushing. And so that's why I would get number five is, no matter how many times I get knocked down, I still get up and I still play. But in that dream, I wanted to get the tattoo of five on my thigh. But my mom was there and she was like, hey, I'll pay for it because tattoos are expensive. And I was like, yeah, I'm obviously broke. I shouldn't be spending money on a $200 tattoo. So she paid for it and she whispered something to the tattoo artist. I didn't think of much of it. And so I was getting the tattoo and I didn't look at it. And then obviously the dream skipped. And I looked down at my tattoo and it said, and I quote, pussy ass bitch. And it was a pancake. I was so mad at my mom. I don't know why she would do something like that to me. And I was like, wow, I'm going to have to wear pants for the rest of my life. Like, I can't have that on my thigh. And there was more of that to that dream, but I just don't remember everything. So that's what I kind of take from that is just people bullying me again. I don't know. Like, I don't get bullied, but like my mom was just playing a prank on me again, acting like she didn't care about me or something. She didn't care about my looks, or she thought I was doing something wrong. So that one was a little weird. But, woke up again, went to calc, had the quiz. I I either got a 0 out of 15 on the quiz or like a 10 out of 15. It really depends how he grades. Because I did most of the problems. I just didn't understand how he wanted me to answer it. Like I didn't know if he wanted an equation or he wanted just a solid number. So I basically just put all my work done there. Just hope for the best. Obviously need to get better at that. But, you know, walk back. I think the only artist I actually listened to today was Kanye West, which is probably good because I do need a Kanye West in my life to tell me how great I am. Other than that, I went home. I did some math homework. I look, he was raging. The math homework just was not making any sense, and it doesn't give me any practice problems, and it doesn't tell me if I'm right or wrong sometimes. So that was very infuriating. And then I just kind of chilled, and then I went to class. I left class at 2:30 for my volcanology class. It was okay. I learned a little bit about volcanoes today as well. And then after that, I went to Joe's, stopped by to go, and I knew the person working in the to go station tonight was working Sunday night, which is the day I don't work and I'm not doing anything. So I was like, hey, do you not want to work on Sunday? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, and I looked and just started jumping up and down. I was like, Megan, may I please have this because I'm getting 2 shifts a week and I'm living off scraps. Will you please feed a brother? She was like, yes. So now I've doubled my shifts that I was scheduled. Which is still not good, but at least I got 4 shifts this week. Begging high schoolers. I also went to lunch with my dad. I forgot about that. We went to Ron's. I got the chicken fried steak sandwich, bus, frosted root beer, bus, filled me up. Talked to him about my financial advice, and he was like, "Sam, we understand." So I think he'll probably pay for my gas in my Walmart for the next few months. But plan is to only leech off for maybe February, some of March. Because again, I don't want to leech off my parents. I'm better than that. And I work hard and I know I can make a lot of money. And I need to start saving my money. Like I need to stop spending food on fast food stuff. Um, but yeah, after to go, I went to my parents' house. Mom was making chili, free meal. Can't be spending on money on food anymore. Got to get these free meals. But I didn't just go there for a free meal. I mean, I love watching SpongeBob in the office with my dad, hanging out with my mom, saying hi to my sister. It's always good. It's kind of nostalgic to go back there, which is kind of crazy. But I haven't lived there in 2.5 years. My sister and I kind of had our own pets there. She had a dog and a cat, and I had a dog and a cat. But my dog recently died in May, I guess. It's almost a year ago. And Atlas, my cat, is just an outdoor cat. And God knows if he survived the snowstorm. So, most trace of Sam left there is just gone. So it's kind of nostalgic to go back, but nothing back there is how it used to be. And then after that, I left around 8:30 or something. I went to go get gas. My girlfriend was at the gym, and I was like, "Yeah, I was gonna go to the gym today, but I just got home late." She basically said there's no excuse. She's right. So I went to the gym. I did maybe a set with her, and then I played basketball with my buddy Eric. I lost in 21, but I got 18 points. I was almost there. I was super sweaty. Came back. She wanted to make me. She wanted mac and cheese, so I made her food. While I was making her food, I had good conversations with my roommate and her as well. Just about we just talked about a lot of stuff, and that's good. I mean, it's always great to talk to people. And really, just talking out of our butts. Who knows how much of this stuff I said was true. But one thing that I said that I actually need to do is I need to start reading my Bible again, and I think I do want to start in Genesis because I kind of do want to understand how the world was created again and what it was like to live back then and understand the stories and stuff now that I'm much older than the last time I read my Bible outside of church. So that is one thing I do want to get better on. I've been single for maybe about 6 to 7 months since 2019. And I can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. I had a 4 year relationship in high school, off and on, but it was still pretty much 4 years with this person. And then I broke up with her, and then maybe a month later, I was with someone new. And then that person I was with for a year and a half broke up with her, and I don't even think I made it 2 weeks without texting my girlfriend at the moment. And it makes me wonder if I didn't have a girlfriend all these years, how much better of a person would I be? Would I have more hobbies? Like I just sometimes I feel like I don't have time for myself, and I don't have time to figure out what I like. I just spend all this time with girls, and it makes me wonder if I'm really just addicted to women. In a good way, though. I know I'm not a bad person, especially when it comes to being a boyfriend. I think I'm one of the greatest boyfriends ever. Obviously, I mess up. I do mess up, but I own up to my actions. I'm not perfect. God didn't make me perfect. But kind of just relationship stuff. I really can't tell if I need a break or not. The girl I'm with is amazing, and I love her family so much, and everything we do, is just fun. There's nothing wrong with it. But there is kind of something in the back of my brain that says you shouldn't have a girlfriend right now You need to be focusing on your career and focusing on what makes you a better person. But that doesn't mean I can't just be a better person while having a girlfriend and being a better person together with her. And I think we've been kind of better about that. Ever since I've been with her, I've been a little bit happier. Nothing against my old girlfriend, but I think I look better. Um, Maybe because this new girlfriend, I just think she's so much better than me. I need to be the best person I can be in order to match her. I think very highly of her. I think very highly of most of my girlfriends as well. My last one, I just couldn't marry her, but I still think she's one of the best people I know. And I know myself. Sometimes I just think everyone is better than me. Like my close circle, I just think everyone's so much better than me, but I, I don't know what they also go through. You know, if they were to make a YouTube channel and talk about their feelings, how much different would it be from me? I don't really know what I want to call this video. I could call it feelings, relationship. But at the end of the day, I do think I need to read my Bible more. If I break up with my girlfriend because I know she's not Christian, why haven't I gone to church? Why haven't I read my Bible? Just because I believe in God doesn't mean I'm not practicing Him. I do need to live like Jesus more. I've always put myself third. God first, others second, I'm third. But in the past couple of months, I have had to put myself second. Just because I need to put me first sometimes. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because I think I've always been really good about putting others before me. But it does get to a point where I need to focus on myself and not focus on others. Today was good. Today was still a good day, and I think tomorrow will be great. You know, I might make a video tomorrow. It really depends if my girlfriend stays over. Um, I don't know if she'll ever watch these videos. I don't think she has the tolerance to listen to me talk for 13 minutes about BS. But I think this is making me feel better about myself. I'm able to get my feelings out without just thinking them. I can't write. I wouldn't be able to write all this down. But this is still good for me.